In this video, we are going to talk about weekend vibes with fragrances. Now, I'm going to feature these three fragrances which I find it to be the most suitable when you use it for weekend. Goes without a doubt, Cayenne Classic by House of Al Watania is one of my top choices when it comes to weekend kind of a fragrance, because this is a fragrance that makes you smell luxurious. Imagine going to the shopping mall. Imagine going to walking by Sephora and all the other boutique store. You smell something like this, very identical. You get a lot of this heavy iris kind of a note, okay, a lot of this luxurious lipstick bag kind of a vibe. This is an exact fragrance that you are looking for if you want to achieve 100% of the taste, 100% of the smell, but completely on your skin. This is an extremely nice fragrance. It has some vanillic undertones, which I adore extremely much. An extremely nice choice of a fragrance, especially when you are going for a weekend. Now, I may talk about fragrances not in an exact order. Okay, this is not a top 3 kind of a fragrance. This is just fragrance recommendation on a random order. Let's just talk about this for now. This is Armaf Odyssey Mandarin Sky. Now, this fragrance is a lot of this orange creamsicle vibe if you think about it, all right? Because this fragrance, if you see the original bottle, it doesn't really look like this at all. But this, it gives me a lot of this vibe that it captures exactly what it wants to tell you in the notes. Orange creamsicle is what you get. But in the original, okay, it is a JPG Scandal. You don't really get a lot of this orange vibe. Not in the notes. In the notes, of course, okay, but the representation of the fragrance in itself. This tacky looking kind of a bottle, a lot of this fancy kind of a bottle is what Armaf does best. This fragrance, it does reminds you of orange peels, it reminds you of mandarin oranges kind of a thing. The blue, I'm not really sure, but that aside, the smell of this fragrance is an extremely nice fragrance to smell. Smelling it on the air right now, you get a lot of this orange kind of a note with a deep caramelic kind of a sweetness in this fragrance, which means this fragrance, it does have a lot of freshness, sweetness, it has a lot of depth in it, all right? Love this fragrance really much, and this is an extremely suitable fragrance to be worn during your weekend night outs, things like that. It's an extremely nice fragrance. Now, as I said, this is not a top 3 kind of a thing, okay, but I just want to reserve this for the last. This is a fragrance that I love to use really much. This is called Azzaro, the most wanted eau de parfum intense. All right, this fragrance, not only does the bottle look sick, okay, it does look like a gun revolver kind of a style of a fragrance bottle, but the smell of it, okay, the smell of it, you do get a lot of this toffee kind of a sweetness. It is dark, it is sweet, it has a lot of this depth in it, all right? It is seductive. Not only that, it does have the warmth and the richness from the cardamom, which makes this fragrance to be extremely addictive to smell. Now, this fragrance, at first, it didn't really grow on me, especially that kind of an opening. Sometimes I do find that it's a little bit sharp, not so pleasant per se. But this fragrance, as it grew on me, love it extremely much past the opening. So because the opening is really strong, my nose might have been muted. After the opening, smell is heavenly. Very nice kind of a smell. You wouldn't really expect the smell comes from this fragrance. Okay, it is sexiness of the sexy bunch of fragrances, you could say. This is a fragrance that I adore really much. Now, out of these 3 fragrances, which fragrance would you prefer? Have you used any of these fragrances? If you have used any of these, which one would be the top from your list and which one would be the bottom from your list? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'll see you soon after this. Peace.